ASMR video, as you can see, obviously. I kind of like this glowing in the background here. I changed the light bulb in the salt lamp I have. Gonna get ready to go to sleep in a little bit here, but I thought that I might as well do one of these quickly, do a ramble about my day as I get a little bit sleepier and a little bit more ready to get to bed. Something that's kind of new that is going to be on the channel. I don't know how well it's going to be received, but it relates to the ASMR videos on here. I ordered a singing bowl, Tibetan singing bowl, and I don't know what the quality is going to be like of it because it was a cheaper one off of Amazon, so it could be hit or miss type thing. Sometimes Amazon really has some good stuff, sometimes it has really crappy stuff. It's kind of, you risk that. I also got a gong, and what was it? Oh yes, candles. So, all stuff for the channel. It was delivered today, but I missed the phone call by 2 minutes, which was crazy, and it sucked because I was at home and the phone was in another room, and literally 2 minutes. So they called, I looked at my phone, and then I ran out and they left. So I missed it by probably like 90 seconds. So now it's the weekend, so I'll probably have to wait till Monday to get it, and then I'll be at work, so then maybe even Tuesday. So I missed it by 60 seconds, and now it's going to be like 4 or 5 days. So that really sucked, but I was going to do it tonight, try it tonight, but I'm going to do this without it. Something that also kind of sucked today was my neck was really sore, and it still is. I took a Epsom salt bath. I have one of my lymph nodes on the side and the neck kind of really sticking out. I'm feeling a little bit sick too. I went to the walk-in clinic, and it was booked, so I had to go to another one, but eventually I did get in to see, and they basically said to stop doing neck bridges at the gym because that's crazy. And I've been doing them off and on for like 4 years, and I've never hurt myself before, but I think this is probably what it's from. I sleep weird on my neck too, sometimes too, but hopefully the pain goes away within a few days and I'm back to normal, because that really sucked. I kind of got double whammied because I have the neck thing and I also have some sort of cold as well, so I've been kind of tired, and it's been kind of this pulsating, sharp pain in the back of my neck, which is less than ideal, but it'll go away. The bath did help, the Epsom salt, but then it came back, the pain later on. So that's kind of how I started my day. I skipped my college class, my upgrading thing. I shouldn't say college because it implies that I'm getting a degree or something. It's basically like I'm redoing a high school course in my 30s, which is, it is what it is. I'm going to try to look into ADHD medication, because I've been kind of aimless and I can't really focus, so I'm going to look into that. I have an ADHD diagnosis from when I was like 19, and I've never really pursued medication too seriously. I've tried some, I think it was bifenton when I was a lot younger, and it kind of gave me tics, and I was kind of like picking at stuff, so I mean, it's not the best in that regard. But this week overall has been a good week. I've been playing chess. I went to a chess club this week. I got beat by like a 8-year-old, and pretty much everyone there, which is pretty regular for me, but I don't mind getting beaten. And I'm not like gotta get so good at this. I gotta buy all the chess books and memorize all the plays. I'm kind of the opposite. I'm like, I got beat, but I was out, so it's a win, and I'm gonna keep doing that. So I'm not really competitive with chess. It's just a game, and there are some guys that are really like kind of battle of the intellect, all competitive, and it's kind of corny to me. It's like it's a step above checkers. I give it that, and it is kind of cool. It feels a better feeling to win than to lose. Obviously, you don't want to lose 100% of the time. I mean, winning 100% of the time would be kind of cool, but that would get boring. So, I mean, keep it interesting. Try to go 50-50. I've been playing online as well. But yeah, the building repairs are almost over. I'm gonna do some work tomorrow. I have some chores to do on the weekend. I've been trying to take some self-care time and some relaxation time. Which it would have been nice to get those candles today, but it is what it is. And something that kind of just popped into my head about the ADHD thing is I should have brought them over here so I could show you guys, but I actually bought modafinil or something online. I'm not gonna take it because I do this sometimes. I'll decide to do something and then I'll not follow through on it. So modafinil is not directly prescribed for ADHD, but I think it can work for it. It's supposed to be a smart drug, and I wanted to try it, and I don't know if I gotta talk to my doctor about it. I just kind of cowboyed it and bought it online, and it actually came in the mail, and it's in my desk, but I don't think I'm gonna take random drugs from the internet and risk who knows what. It could basically be like crystal meth or something for all I know. I doubt it would be Fent or anything. It looks like it was actually professionally manufactured. So I don't think it'd be anything like that, but I don't think I'm at the level of desperation where I should just be taking online drugs. I bought it from like a kind of a sketchy steroid wholesale website where they like want you to pay in Bitcoin. I paid in an e-transfer. I was kind of thinking about doing like buying some of the steroids too, but I'm not going to do that either. And I know exactly what would happen if I bought them. I would just get them mailed to my house and they would just sit in my cupboard and I would never use them. And then I would have like illegal drugs at my place that I would never use. So I don't think I'd actually follow through on that, but it would be interesting just to get saucy and take a bunch of D-balls and just kind of run around all yoked out of your fucking mind. It'd be funny for a while, but then I think your natural hormones would probably crash and then you'd feel really miserable. But I don't know if that's relaxing for an ASMR video, but it's not overly negative either. It's just kind of rambling what's in my head. I've been really wanting a dog lately. Shout out to all the dog owners. This was at one point a dog channel, because I had a Doberman. And I don't know if I'd get a Doberman again. I'm kind of feeling German Shepherds right now, but I don't have enough time, or well, I guess I have enough money for a dog, especially if I adopt a dog. It's more time. If I had like a big yard, I could probably make it work, but the only way to make it work right now would be to take on less, and I really am in kind of the grind set mood right now, and I don't know how much of a grinder I can actually be. I'm kind of set in my ways. I'm kind of a more mellow type of person, and I have enough money to where I can get by, but I'm always always listening to these like motivational podcasts and like things that say you should be doing more, and I'm like, yeah, I can take on more, and then I take on more, and then I end up getting sick and then twisting up my neck and stuff like that, and buying ADHD meds on the internet that I'm not going to take, and kind of spinning my wheels kind of. So I gotta really live in the moment more, and I think talking to the doctor about some like legitimate ADHD meds might help that, because I do start a lot of projects that I don't finish, which is like adult ADHD, like textbook adult ADHD. Like I've bought a guitar, an electric guitar that I took lessons for 1 week and then never touched it again. Like I've did Duolingo, trying to learn languages. I'm doing like this college upgrading, which is probably going to go nowhere. I'm working 2 jobs that are unrelated to each other, that won't really complement each other on a resume, and even if they did, it's like dead-end type labor jobs. And then I'm trying to think of like things I could do, and then I'm overthinking in the future, being anxious about it, which is another problem. Just a lot of overthinking, and I think maybe an ADHD med might zero in and refine my focus a bit more. I don't know if that's how ADHD meds work. I know that they're kind of like a meth-based stimulant, and I think the doctrine or the idea behind them is it kind of gives you a bit of a boost of dopamine in your brain, so you don't need to do so much pleasure-seeking behaviors or random behaviors. You have a little bit of stimulus in your brain where you can actually focus on things that'll benefit you properly in your life development or whatever. I don't know, but I'm not sure if that's even how it works, but that's kind of my gist of it. I'm not sure if that's gonna kind of put my life together, so to speak. Not that my life is really apart. Like, I think I'm overthinking it, and my life is actually pretty decent right now. But I'm a little bit lost and confused right now. And I don't know if this is good content for an ASMR video, but I will be getting the gong and the singing bowl next week, which I will be using on this channel. And if anyone has any suggestions about, like, maybe to watch a movie and review a movie with the ASMR, I can do that. I don't know if I'm kind of like actor inclined, open-minded enough to do a role play or to pull off a role play. I don't know if that's really kind of my thing. Something really simple and like basically what I'm doing now, but like do a little bit here and there. I'm trying to think of ways that I could incorporate that, but I'm not sure about that. Tapping sounds I've tried on here, and I can definitely do that again. Some people said they didn't like it. Well, actually only one person said they didn't like it, and then I was like all day thinking, oh, they don't like it, oh, I'll never do it again. But I mean, I think the video that I did, the tapping sounds, I think it had like 20 likes. So I mean, but the only comment I got was a negative comment saying like I didn't enjoy this, and I was like, well, yeah, probably shouldn't do this again then. I'm kind of like that with the comments. Like if I get negative feedback, I'm like, well, yeah, I can see that this actually kind of sucks. But then if 20 people liked it and only one person didn't, then I mean, maybe try it again then. Yeah, so I'm gonna go to my other job tomorrow and do some vacuuming, which it seems like a very endless job just to mindlessly vacuum the place. I think I need something a bit more stimulating, but there isn't anything in this area which would be more stimulating for me, especially without having an education. So that's kind of why I'm trying to get the upgrading going, which is a good idea. But can't focus, and I'm kind of burning the candle at both ends, it seems, and I need to. The good thing about ASMR is it's kind of a relaxing thing where I can kind of either turn my brain off or just kind of rattle out whatever's in my mind and just kind of get it out. And at the same time, like, I do get it, these videos are monetized, so that's as a good thing as well. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be going to the church again that I went to last week, this Sunday. I'm not sure about people's religious denominations who are watching this, but I've been relatively new to religion, and I just feel like it's a positive environment. Like, I went to the one last week and it was quite meditative. It wasn't a Protestant church, which is the usual one that I was going to. It's kind of like a Reformed Protestant kind of, they were playing like electric guitar and sharing stories type thing, which is good. But this one was, they were burning incense. They had like a more traditional choir. It was kind of a little bit of like chant type choir stuff, and it kind of, there's something about that setting. It almost reminded me of a Buddhist temple that kind of brings a calming, like a serenity, a calming and a serene environment that puts you in the mood to either take in scripture or to kind of be more open or more off guard, I guess, and more receptive to just relaxing and listening. And I felt it was better for me. I went to a Jamaican church for a while, and it was basically dancing and yelling, which it didn't make sense to me to do that. It's not up to me to judge that's right or wrong, but it wasn't for me. I did do a prayer last night for guidance, and I did get quite a bit of dreams that were quite vivid and dealing with issues that have been in the back of my head for quite a while. So I'm going to do that again tonight and see if I could get another vivid dream like that. It was a religious experience, it seemed, last night, because I did get those dreams. And I was a lucid dreamer when I was a teenager. If I could speak about lucid dreaming for a little bit. But I haven't had a lucid dream in my adult life, and it would be nice to do that again as well, and have a more intimate and involved relationship with my dream state. I find the one downside to lucid dreaming, and it seems to be the foundation and the absolute necessity of lucid dreaming, is you need to keep a dream journal, it seems burdensome to me, because then you're waking up in the night and you're recording your dreams. You're recording your dreams in the morning, before you go to work or school or eat breakfast or shower or anything, when they're fresh in your mind. And sometimes, if you really want to get a detailed understanding of the dream and an account of the dream, you're writing for 10 to 20 minutes, and it's a chore almost. So I mean, it depends how much you want to remember your dreams and have a strong dream recall. But if you have like a very vivid dream that's very meaningful to you, even without recording the dream, you'll remember it for a day or two. You'll think about it, consciousness, I think. But it is good. I think there is benefit to recording the dream as well. But anyways, I think that's going to be the end of this ramble. I'm going to close this video up in a minute or two. There is some personal stuff in this ramble. Some of it might have been going against the good vibes only type tribe thinking. But it is my channel, and hopefully some people will enjoy it. Other than that, I mean, Halloween is coming soon. Maybe I can talk about Halloween for a bit, maybe close the video in 5 minutes. But I don't know if anyone's going to dress up for Halloween. If you've made it this far and you're still on your phone and you're not asleep or anything, leave a comment if you're going to dress up and what you're going to dress up as. I haven't dressed up for Halloween in probably since I was a child. Well, maybe not that long, but probably the last time when I was like 18 or 17 or 18, so I guess since a teenager, I think maybe I put on a mask once when I was in my 20s or something like that, but I've always liked Halloween. I like Christmas now a bit more. I think up until about the time I was like 24, 25, Halloween was my favorite. Christmas was my second. Now, I think it's the other way around. Christmas is my favorite and Halloween's my second favorite. And then Easter and Thanksgiving I've never really celebrated. Which I should. It's good to get together with family and to be thankful and celebrate these things, but my main two, and I think probably most people's main two, are Christmas and Halloween. Of course, New Year's as well, but I find New Year's is kind of paired into Christmas in most people's families and culture and thinking in the West. It's kind of, you get the whole week off, and the Christmas parties and New Year's parties kind of blend together. I wonder what this Christmas is going to be like, what this New Year's is going to be like. It happens fast. Once Halloween happens, all the stores are already putting their Christmas stuff out. Everyone's getting into the Christmas season already. There's always that debate about when to put the Christmas stuff up after the Halloween stuff comes down. Some people do it right away. Some people wait, 2 months. Some people a week before Christmas. But it seems like at the beginning to middle of November, it's already starting to transition into Christmas type stuff. And it happens fast. Hopefully it's not too cold of a winter. This winter I like the warmth, but I feel like my body's been running a little hotter than it has in the past couple of years, so I think a colder winter I'd actually manage a little bit better this season than the last few. I don't know what that is. There is some sort of hormone or something that balances a person's temperature and their kind of whatever signals that is sent to the body to produce heat. Some people do run hotter than other people, and I feel like I have been running a little bit hotter than I have in previous years, which is weird because I've always been very cold. In the hottest of the hottest weeks of summer, I can still be relatively okay and be out in the sun, the direct sun. And in the winter, I'm just hibernating because it chills me right to the bone. And then this summer, I was kind of really hot, even on the not too hot days. And now it's getting a little bit colder, and I'm still feeling a little bit warm. I'm warm right now, and it's it's not like the heat's not really on in here, so that's interesting. And it's both interesting and it's not interesting, so you can turn your brain off and relax to that, so it's win-win. I kind of feel like talking more, but I don't know what exactly I should be saying, and I don't know what the sweet spot of duration is for these videos. If to go to half an hour would be excessive. I'm trying to gauge audience retention and hit a sweet spot. I find I'm usually at like 30% retention on these, which is not the best, so my videos aren't competing very well with other videos, but it seems to be across the board. So if I do a longer video, it'll still be at like 30 to 40%, but the retention will be longer because the video will be longer. And a big shout out to the people that make it to the end, because that helps put my videos up against other people's videos. And if you like this video, make sure you give a comment, because it helps the channel, the algorithm and stuff. And other than that, I guess just give you guys some well wishes. I hope everybody's having a good day, a good week, a good month, a good year, and I hope you have a good next week, a good tomorrow. I hope you have a good 2025 when that comes around. Lots of blessings to everybody, lots of love to everybody. I hope people are happy, comfortable in their own skin. I hope you're staying hydrated. I hope you're eating healthy. I hope all the negativity in your life goes away. I hope that people are leveling up, that they're actualized, that any of their dreams can be granted and come true. And I wish everyone internal peace and mindfulness, and I hope that you're being kind to each other and taking time for self-care, relaxation. If you do like a soak in the Epsom salts like I did, or light a candle, or listen to some ASMR or some music, maybe some lo-fi relaxing music like that elevator type music, or some like rain sounds or something like that. I've been going on night drives occasionally now, kind of listening to podcasts, that's a way to just kind of, I don't know if I'd use the word disconnect, but kind of just relax and just kind of cruise around and turn my brain half off and kind of get away from things. Some people like to jog, some people like yoga, stretching, meditation, breath work. There's lots of things you can be doing. And I just had a big virus threat protection thing. Beep, 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 beep in my headphones. I was like, So, anyways, dogs are nice. Dogs, cats, pets, even an aquarium, something like that. Some people get a lot of relaxation just looking at fish in an aquarium or cleaning an aquarium. There's something very wholesome and something nice about a dog, having a dog. Companion, man's best friend. So any of these things are good suggestions for people. But yeah, for sure, make sure that you're taking care of yourselves, that you're eating right and you're drinking some water and things like that. Water is very important. And you can use some hydration mixes and electrolyte mixes and things like that too, to make the water more alkaline and rich of nutrients and electrolytes and things like that. So anyways, like always, thanks everyone for tuning in. I love all you guys. God bless. I wish you all the best, and I'm going to end this right at half an hour. So peace out.